पृथिवी शांति अंतरिक्षगम शांति देव शांतिर्दिश शांतिरवांतर दिशा शांतिरग्नि शांतिर्वायु शांतिरादित्य शांतिश्चंद्रमा शांति नक्षत्राणि शान्तिराप शान्तिरोषधय शान्तिर्वनस्पतय शान्तिर्गौ शान्तिरजा शान्तिरश्व शान्ति पुरुष शान्ति ब्रह्म शान्तिर्ब्राह्मण शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्ति Shantirme astu shantihi. May there be peace on earth and in the sky. May there be peace in the water and in all directions. May there be peace in the plants, in the trees, and in animals. May there be peace in the hearts of all beings. May there be peace in everyone and everything. Sarvetra sukhina santu. Sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet, sarvastaratu durgani, sarvo bhadrani pashatu, sarva sadbuddhi mapnotu, sarva sarvatra nandatu. May all be happy and healthy. May all see what is good, and may no one experience misery. May all overcome their obstacles and acquire good tendencies. May people everywhere find joy and fulfillment.
Sing Kali the Mother on the last page of the book.
It is The first of my selected readings will be a short passage from the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. Doctor to Girish. Is it an original song? Girish. No, it is an adaptation from Edwin Arnold. Ramtharan sang from the play The Life of Buddha. We moan for rest, alas, but rest can never find. We know not whence we come, nor where we float away. Time and again we tread this round of smiles and tears. In vain we pine to know whither our pathway leads, and why we play this empty play. We sleep, although awake, as if by a spell bewitched. Will darkness never break into the light of dawn? As restless as the wind, life moves unceasingly. We know not who we are, nor whence it is we come. We know not why we come, nor where it is we drift. Sharp woes dart forth on every side. How many drift about, now gay, now drowned in tears. One moment they exist, the next they are no more. We know not why we come, nor what our deeds have been, nor in our bygone lives how well we played our parts. Like water in a stream, we cannot stay at rest. Onward we flow forevermore. Burst thou our slumber's bars, thou that art awake. How long must we remain enmeshed in fruitless dreams? Are you indeed awake? Then do not longer sleep. Thick on you lies the gloom, fraught with a million woes. Raise, dreamer, from your dream, and slumber not again. Shine forth, shining one, and with thy shafts of light slay thou the blinding dark. Our only Savior thou, we seek deliverance at thy feet. My second reading is from Kali the Mother, a book by Sister Nivedita. The title of the chapter I'll be reading from is The Voice of the Mother. Arise, my child, and go forth a man. Bear manfully what is thy lot to bear. That which comes to thy hand to be done, do with full strength and fear not. Forget not that I, the giver of manhood, the giver of womanhood, the holder of victory, am thy mother. Think not life is serious. What is destiny but thy mother's play? Come, be my playfellow a while. Meet all happenings merrily. Murmurest thou of need of purpose? Thinkest thou the ball is purposeless, with which the mother plays? Knowest thou not that her toy is a thunderbolt, charged with the power to shatter the worlds at the turn of her wrist? Ask not of plans. Needs the arrow any plan when it is loosed from the bow? Such art thou. When life is lived, the plan will stand revealed. Till then, O child of time, know nothing. My sport is unerring. For that alone set forth on the day's journey. Think it was for my pleasure thou camest forth into the world, and for that again, when night falls and my desires accomplished, I shall withdraw thee to my rest. Ask nothing, see nothing, plan nothing. Let my will flow through thee as the ocean through an empty shell. But this thing understand, not one movement shall be in vain, not one effort shall fail at last. The dream shall be less, not greater than the deed. Thou shalt go here or there for some petty reason, and thy going shall subserve great ends. Thou shalt meet and speak with many, but some few shall be mine from the beginning. With these thou shalt exchange a secret sign, and they shall follow with thee. And that sign, deep in the heart of hearts of mine own, flashes the sacrificial knife of Kali. Worshippers of Mother are they from their birth in her incarnation of the sword. Lovers of death are they, not lovers of life, and of storm and stress. Such shall come to thee with torch unlit for fire. My voice cries out over the teeming earth for the lives and blood of the crowned kings of men. Remember that I, who cry, have shown also the way to answer. For of every kind has the mother been the first, for the protection of her flock, to leap to death. Religion, called by whatever name, has been ever the love of death. But today, the flame of renunciation shall be lighted in my lands and consume men with a passion beyond control of thought. Then shall my people thirst for self-sacrifice, as others for enjoyment. Then shall labor and suffering and service be counted sweet instead of bitter. For this age is great in time, and I, even I, Kali, am the mother of the nations. Shrink not from defeat, embrace despair. Pain is not different from pleasure if I will both. Rejoice, therefore, when thou comest to the place of tears and see me smile. At such spots do I keep my tryst with men, and fold them deep into my heart. Uproot every interest that would conflict with mine. Neither love, nor friendship, nor comfort, nor home may make its voice heard when I speak. Pass from a palace to plunge into the ocean of terror, from the chamber of ease to stand guard in a burning city. Know that as one is unreal, so also is the other. Meet fate with a smile. Look for no mercy for thyself, and I shall make thee bearer of great vessels of mercy to others. Accept bravely thine own darkness, and thy lamp shall cheer many. Fulfill gladly the meanest service, and leave high places unsought. Be steadfast in the toil I set thee. Weave well the warp into the woof, and shrink from no demand that the task makes on thee. Feel no responsibility, ask for no reward. Strong, fearless, resolute, when the sun sets and the game is done, thou shalt know well, little one, that I, Kali, the giver of manhood, the giver of womanhood, the withholder of victory, am thy mother.
तुङ्गातीरविराजं भजमन तुङ्गातीरविराजं भजमन तुङ्गातीरविराजं भजमन राघवेन्द्र यतिराजम् भजमन तुङ्गातीरविराजं भजमन राघवेन्द्र यतिराजं भजमन राघवेन्द्र यतिराजं भजमन तुङ्गातीरविराजं भजमन राघवेन्द्र यतिराजं भजमन राघवेन्द्र यतिराजम् मङ्गलकर मन्त्रालयवासं मङ्गलकर मन्त्रालयवासं मङ्गलकर मन्त्रालयवासं मङ्गलकर मन्त्रालयवासं मङ्गलकर मन्त्रालयवासं मङ्गलकर मन्त्रालयवासं शृङ्गारार्णव रजितासं राघवेन्द्र यतिराजम् शृङ्गारार्णव रजितासं राघवेन्द्र यतिराजं भजमन राघवेन्द्र यतिराजम् करधृतदण्ड कमण्डलुमालं करधृतदण्ड कमण्डलुमालं करधृतदण्ड कमण्डलुमालं करधृतदण्ड कमण्डलुमालं करधृतदण्ड कमण्डलुमालं सुरुचिरशीलं धृतमणिमालं करधृतदण्ड कमण्डलुमालं सुरुचिरशीलं धृतमणिमालं निरुपम शुभगुणकालसुशीलं निरुपम शुभगुणकालसुशीलं निरुपम शुभगुणकालसुशीलं निरुपम शुभगुणकालसुशीलं निरुपम शुभगुणकालसुशीलं निरुपम शुभगुणकालसुशीलं वरकमलेशाद्भुतनिजगीतं राघवेन्द्र यतिराजम् वरकमलेशाद्भुतनिजगीतं राघवेन्द्र यतिराजं भजमन राघवेन्द्र यतिराजं भजमन तुङ्गातीरविराजं भजमन राघवेन्द्र यतिराजं राघवेन्द्र यतिराजं राघवेन्द्र यतिराजं
Good morning. The first of my two readings comes from the Tales and Parables of Sri Ramakrishna. It's the chameleon parable. Once a man entered a wood and saw a small animal on a tree. He came back and told another man that he had seen a creature of a beautiful red color on a certain tree. The second man replied, "When I went into the wood, I also saw that animal, but why do you call it red? It is green." Another man who was present contradicted them both and insisted that it was yellow. Presently others arrived and contended that it was gray, violet, blue, and so forth and so on. At last they started quarreling among themselves. To settle the dispute, they all went to the tree. They saw a man sitting under it. On being asked, he replied, "Yes, I live under this tree, and I know the animal very well. All your descriptions are true. Sometimes it appears red, sometimes yellow, and at other times blue, violet, gray, and so forth. It is a chameleon, and sometimes it has no color at all. Now it has a color, and now it has none. In like manner, one who constantly thinks of God can know his real nature. He alone knows that God reveals himself to seekers in various forms and aspects. God has attributes, then again he has none. Only the man who lives under the tree knows that the chameleon can appear in various colors, and he knows further that the animal at times has no color at all. It is the others who suffer from the agony of futile argument." My second reading is from the complete works of Swami Vivekananda, Volume 3. And this is a lecture called Unity, the Goal of Religion, that he delivered in New York in 1896. This universe of ours, the universe of the senses, the rational, the intellectual, is bounded on both sides by the illimitable, the unknowable, the ever unknown. Herein is the search, herein are the inquiries, here are the facts. From this comes the light which is known to the world as religion. Essentially, however, religion belongs to the supersensuous and not to the sense plane. It is beyond all reasoning and is not on the plane of intellect. It is a vision, an inspiration, a plunge into the unknown and unknowable, making the unknowable more than known, for it can never be known. This search has been in the human mind, as I believe, from the beginning of humanity. There cannot have been human reasoning and intellect in any period of the world's history without this struggle, this search beyond. In our little universe, this human mind, we see a thought arise. Whence it arises, we do not know. And when it disappears, where it goes, we know not either. The macrocosm and the microcosm are, as it were, in the same groove, passing through the same stages, vibrating in the same key. I shall try to bring before you the Hindu theory that religions do not come from without, but from within. It is my belief that religious thought is in man's very constitution, so much so that it is impossible for him to give up religion until he can give up his mind and body, until he can give up thought and life. As long as a man thinks, this struggle must go on, and so long must have some form of religion. Thus we see various forms of religion in the world. It is a bewildering study, but it is not, as many of us think, a vain speculation. Amidst this chaos, there is harmony. Throughout these discordant sounds, there is a note of concord, and he who is prepared to listen to it will catch the tone. The great question of all questions at the present time is this: taking for granted that the known and the knowable are bounded on both sides by the unknowable and the infinitely unknown, why struggle for the infinite unknown? Why shall we not be content with the known? Why shall we not rest satisfied with eating, drinking, and doing a little good to society? This idea is in the air. From the most learned professor to the prattling baby, we are told that to do good to the world is all of religion, and that it is useless to trouble ourselves about questions of the beyond. So much is this the case that it has become a truism. But fortunately, we must inquire into the beyond. This present, this expressed, is only one part of that unexpressed. The sense universe is, as it were, only one portion, one bit of that infinite spiritual universe projected into the plane of sense consciousness. So if man rests content with the present and gives up all search into the beyond, mankind will have to go back to the animal plane again. It is religion, the inquiry into the beyond, that makes the difference between man and an animal. Well, has it been said that man is the only animal that naturally looks upward? Every other animal naturally looks down. That looking upward and going upward and seeking perfection are what is called salvation. And the sooner a man begins to go higher, the sooner he raises himself towards this idea of truth as salvation. It does not consist in the amount of money in your pocket, or the dress you wear, or the house you live in, but in the wealth of spiritual thought in your brain. That is what makes for human progress. That is the source of all material and intellectual progress, the motive power behind, the enthusiasm that pushes mankind forward. Religion does not live on bread, does not dwell in a house. Again and again you hear this objection advance. What good can religion do? Can it take away poverty of the poor? Supposing it cannot, would that prove the untruth of religion? Suppose a baby stands up among you when you are trying to demonstrate an astronomical theorem and says, "Does it bring gingerbread?" "No, it does not," you answer. "Then," says the baby, "it is useless." Babies judge the whole universe from their own standpoint, that of producing gingerbread, and so do the babies of the world. We must not judge of higher things from a low standpoint. Everything must be judged by its own standard, and the infinite must be judged by the standard of infinity. Religion permeates the whole of man's life, not only the present, but the past, present, and future. It is therefore the eternal relation between the eternal soul and the eternal God. It is logical to measure its value by its action upon 5 minutes of human life? Certainly not. These are all negative arguments. Now comes the question, can religion really accomplish anything? It can. It brings to man eternal life. It has made man what he is, and will make of this human animal a god. That is what religion can do. Take religion from human society and what will remain? Nothing but a forest of brutes. Sense happiness is not the goal of humanity. Wisdom, jnana, is the goal of all life. We find that man enjoys his intellect more than an animal enjoys its senses, and we see that man enjoys his spiritual nature even more than his rational nature. So the highest wisdom must be the spiritual knowledge. With this knowledge will come bliss. All these things of this world are but the shadows, the manifestations in the 3rd or 4th degree of the real knowledge and bliss. One question more. What is the goal? Nowadays it is asserted that man is infinitely progressing forward, and there is no goal of perfection to attain to. Ever approaching, never attaining. Whatever that may mean, and however wonderful it may be, it is absurd on the face of it. Is there any motion in a straight line? A straight line infinitely projected becomes a circle. It returns to the starting point. You must end where you begin, and as you began in God, you must go back to God. What remains? Detail work. Through eternity, you have to do the detail work. Yet another question. Are we to discover new truths of religion as we go on? Yea and nay. In the first place, we cannot know anything more of religion. It has all been known. In all religions of the world, you will find it claim that there is a unity within us. Being one with divinity, there cannot be any further progress in that sense. Knowledge means finding this unity. I see you as men and women, and this is variety. It becomes scientific knowledge when I group you together and call you human beings. Take the science of chemistry, for instance. Chemists are seeking to resolve all known substances into their original elements, and if possible, to find the one element from which all these are derived. The time may come when they will find one element that is the source of all other elements. Reaching that, they can go no further. The science of chemistry will have become perfect. So it is with the science of religion. If we can discover this perfect unity, there cannot be any further progress. The next question is, can such a unity be found? In India, the attempt has been made from the earliest times to reach a science of religion and philosophy. for the Hindus do not separate these as is customary in Western countries. We regard religion and philosophy as but two aspects of one thing, which must be equally grounded in reason and scientific truth. The system of the Sankhya philosophy is one of the most ancient in India, or in fact in the world. Its great exponent, Kapila, is the father of all Hindu psychology, and the ancient system that he taught is still the foundation of all accepted systems of philosophy in India today, which are known as the darshanas. They all adopt his psychology, however widely they differ in other respects. The Vedanta, as a logical outcome of the Sankhya, pushes its conclusions yet further. While its cosmology agrees with that taught by Kapila, the Vedanta is not satisfied to end in dualism, but continues its search for the final unity, which is alike the goal of science and religion.
একবার বিরাজ কুমার। তুমি জগতের মাতা, যোগী জনানুগতা, ভক্ত জনে কৃপা কল্পলতা। তোমায় মা মা বলে ডাকিলে কি কুলে নাও ভক্ত জনে। তোমায় মা মা বলে ডাকিলে কি কুলে নাও ভক্ত জনে। কমলাসনে একবার বিরাজ মা। দুঃখ দৈন হারিণী, চৈতন্য কারিণী, অন্য কিছুই চাই না বিনা চরণ দুখানি। আমি প্রেম সরোজে সাজাবো পথ বাসনা মনে মনে। আমি প্রেম সরোজে সাজাবো পথ বাসনা মনে মনে। কমলাসনে একবার বিরাজ মা। পরিব্রাজক ভিখারি, সাধ মনেতে ভারী, মধু হাসি মাখামার মুখখানি হেরে। বসে মায়ের কোলে মা মা বলে মাতিব যোগ ধ্যানে। বসে মায়ের কোলে মা মা বলে মাতিব যোগ ধ্যানে। কমলাসনে একবার বিরাজ মা। হৃদি কমলাসনে তোমার ভুবন ভরা রূপটি একবার দেখে লই মানয়নে। তোমার ভুবন ভরা রূপটি একবার দেখে লই মানয়নে। কমলাসনে একবার বিরাজ মা। হৃদি কমলাসনে একবার বিরাজ মা। হৃদি কমলাসনে। Thank you, Anu and Ryan. Swami Tyagananda ji is away in Toronto to participate in the world's Parliament of Religions. He returns tomorrow. The day after tomorrow, on Tuesday, we will celebrate Kali Puja, which occurs every year on the night previous to Diwali, the festival of lights. The puja will begin at 6:30 in the evening and, as usual, we'll have music, flower offering, and prasad. All of you are welcome. The Vedanta study group will not meet on Wednesday this week. The classes will resume next week. There will be Aarti and meditation on Saturday as usual. We will now do the prayer on page 3 of the book, then Sarva Mangala, and then in the sitting room, we will all have soup and birthday celebration for all those born in the month of November. Om. May the divine being who is the Father in heaven of the Christians, Holy One, the Jewish faith, Allah of the Muslims, Buddha of the Buddhist, Tao of the Taoist, Ahura Mazda of the Zoroastrian, the Great Spirit of the Native Americans, and Brahman of the Hindus, lead us from the unreal to the real, from darkness to light, from death to mortality. May we be granted strength, freedom, and clear understanding. May we learn to see God in our own hearts and in everyone around us. May God bless us all and fill our hearts with gratitude, grace, and love. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace be unto all.
We will sing Sarva Mangala on page 5.